Hello students, let us continue our discussion on aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. In the last class, I have explained you what is meant by an electrophile. So electrophile is a positive charged species which is deficient in electron and it prefers or attacks electron rich centers. We saw the reason for the aromatic compounds to undergo the electrophilic substitution reaction very easily. So aromatic compounds are undergoing electrophilic substitution very easily because benzene, an aromatic molecule, has 3 carbon-carbon double bonds which is delocalized. So we have 6 pi electrons. So because of this, it is easily attacked by electrophiles. And the reactions are called as electrophilic substitution reactions. We saw the general mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution. It is also called as the rhenium ion mechanism. The rhenium ion mechanism involves 2 steps. Step 1, it is the attack of the electrophile over aromatic compound. As a result, we get a intermediate. The intermediate is also called as sigma complex or valent intermediate. It is delocalized. The positive charge is delocalized. If it is delocalized, then we are able to draw a resonance structure. This carbon-carbon double bond can also be delocalized. If it is delocalized, then we are able to draw one more resonance structure. And the resonance hybrid is this one. So now if this, in step 2, if this resonance hybrid, if it loses a proton, we get a substituted product. This is your aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. Step 1 is a slow step and step 2 is the fast step. And we saw the evidences for the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution. We saw the kinetic evidence from kinetic isotopic studies. If you remember Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry March, edition 6, 6th edition, then you can find the evidences in detail. It is up to you to read all the evidences given in Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry March. So the evidence comes from the kinetic isotopic studies. I already explained the kinetic isotopic studies in the previous class. So if kinetic isotopic effect is felt, then step 1 will not be a step 2 will not be a fast step. So if kinetic isotopic effect is not observed, then first step 2, whether it is a isotopic substrate or a non-isotopic substrate, the rate of the reaction will be the same. So from this we say that the mechanism involves 2 steps. Step 1 is the slow step and step 2 is the fast step. And Further evidence comes from the isolation of the intermediate. How do we get an intermediate? See, this is the intermediate. It is also called as sigma complex or valent intermediate. So this intermediate is isolated at low temperature, that is around minus 18 or 20 degrees centigrade, and it is spectroscopically studied in several reactions involving aromatic electrophilic substitution. From that, it is confirmed that the aromatic electrophilic substitution is taking place through this mechanism involving the formation of a sigma complex or valent intermediate. And coming to the reactions, I have explained you what is meant by nitration, aromatic compounds, benzene when treated with a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid, it gets nitrated. You are getting nitrobenzene as the product. This is a aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. We saw the mechanism, how the electrophile NO2 plus is generated from the mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid, and how it attacks and it gives you the sigma complex or valent intermediate in the first step. And in the first step, how the nitro compound is formed. All these things we have discussed. We saw the evidences also. 3 evidences. Kinetic isotopic studies, isolation of the intermediate, and in addition to that, we saw that the nitroperchlorates are readily containing NO2 plus group, and they are also bringing this reaction. That is also an evidence for the nitration reaction to take place through the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. And after that, we saw the halogenation reaction. Halogenation takes place when a halogen molecule is treated along with a Lewis acid. So we have various Lewis acids, ferric halides, beryllium halides, lithium halides, aluminium halides. Aluminium halides are powerful. Zinc halides. So all of them are acting as Lewis acids. Zinc halides are very weak. They are also used. In some cases, the weak zinc halides are also used to bring the halogenation reaction. They are also used as a Lewis acid. So if aromatic compound is treated with the halogen in presence of Lewis acid, you are getting the halogenated product. Chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, iodobenzene, all of them are prepared by this reaction when those molecules are treated with Lewis acid. Any one can be used as a Lewis acid. So this is about the halogenation mechanism. We saw the mechanism of generation of electrophile, how it produces the sigma complex or intermediate in halogenation reaction, and we saw the evidences also. And I told you in detail about the history behind the Friedel-Crafts reaction. This reaction we have to study in detail in the MSc level. So in Friedel-Crafts reaction, you have 2 types. One is alkylation and another one is acylation reaction. What is this alkylation reaction? When an aromatic compound like benzene is treated with a alkyl halide or X, alkyl chloride or X, any alkyl halide, in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, aluminium, iron, or whatever it may be, aluminium trihalide, you are getting the alkylated product. So this is a alkylated product, and this is called as Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. For example, if benzene is treated with any methyl halide in presence of aluminium chloride or any aluminium halide, you get toluene as the product. So this is a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, formation of toluene from benzene. When it is treated with methyl chloride and aluminium chloride or methyl halide and aluminium halide gives you toluene. This is a Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. See, we have another reaction, namely acylation. In this acylation, what we are doing is the acyl halide. For example, if it is RCOX or acetyl halide, CH3COX in presence of AlX3, you get the acylated compound CH3. If it is RCOX, it can be any acid chloride, RCOCl, RCO acid bromide or acid iodide gives you any acylated compound. So you get a ketone as the product. So ketones are produced by the acylation of aromatic compounds. So these are the two important reactions which are used for the preparation of alkylated benzene and acylated benzene. See, let us see the important aspects of this reaction, including the mechanism, how the product is obtained. We shall see. So, first let us see the steps involved in the generation of the electrophile. What are the steps involved in the generation of the electrophile? It is very simple. First, let us see the Friedel-Crafts alkylation. In Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, see, benzene or the aromatic compound, if it is treated with alkyl halide RX in presence of AlX3 or FeX3 gives you the alkylated product. Now, let us see the generation of electrophile, how the electrophile is produced. See, RX, alkyl halide in combination with AlX3, aluminium halide, or any Lewis acid, beryllium halide can be used, ferric halide can be used. When it is treated, see, you are getting the carbocation and the halide anion, metal halide anion. Lewis acid anion is obtained. So, here you have the alkyl group. The alkyl carbon has a positive charge, so it acts as the electrophile. As usual, the mechanism involves two steps. The mechanism involves two steps. Step 1, see, benzene R plus the alkyl carbocation attacks over this carbon. As a result, you are getting an intermediate. This is used for the sigma bond formation. Now this is delocalized. You get the resonance structures. So the third resonance structure is this one, obtained by the delocalization of this carbon. Now the resonance hybrid is this one. See, I am repeatedly drawing the mechanism. You also have a practice, then only you can produce the mechanism in the examination hall easily. So step 1 is the slow step as usual, and step 2 as usual it is a fast step. The resonance stabilized intermediate called as sigma complex or valent intermediate. If it loses a proton in a fast step, then you get the alkylated compound. So this is your iridium ion mechanism for the alkylation of aromatic compounds through the Fuller-Crafts reaction. Now, what is the evidence? There are many evidences. As usual, the first evidence comes from the kinetic isotopic studies. So the kinetic isotopic effect is studied here also. From that, it was confirmed that the first step is the slow step and the second step is the fast step. The second evidence comes from the isolation of the intermediate. How the intermediate can be isolated. At low temperature, it is able to isolate the intermediate. And if you study the structure of the intermediate spectroscopically using NMR spectroscopy, you can confirm that the sigma complex or valent intermediate is obtained in the iridium ion mechanism. That is 100% correct. There is another evidence. This evidence comes from the reaction mechanism. See, the alkyl carbocation R plus that is generated, it is susceptible to undergo rearrangement. It is susceptible to undergo rearrangement. So suppose if you take R plus, then in some cases it rearranges and the rearranged carbocation attacks. For example, let us take propyl bromide or propyl halide. What is the electrophile that could be generated from this propyl halide? CH3, CH2, CH2 plus. So, N-propyl cation will be produced when this is treated with Lewis acid, ferric halide or aluminium halide, whatever it may be. See, this N-propyl cation can undergo rearrangement. The positive charge can come to this carbon and the hydrogen can migrate. As a result, there is a possibility of formation of isopropyl cation. So, N-propyl cation changes into isopropyl cation due to rearrangement. This happens actually. And the formation of isopropyl benzene, when this compound is used for the alkylation over aromatic compound, formation of isopropyl benzene proves that the mechanism is taking place through aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction, that too through the iridium ion mechanism or through the formation of sigma complex on valent intermediate. The mechanism involves two steps. So, the main evidence, the third evidence comes from the mechanistic studies for the Fuller-Crafts alkylation reaction. The alkyl cations are susceptible to undergo rearrangement, and because of this, the rearranged products are obtained. In some cases, the rearranged products are obtained as a major product. So that becomes a problem. We have to depend on other indirect methods for the preparation of straight chain alkylated aromatic compounds. How is it possible? In the next reaction I will explain. So alkyl cations are susceptible to undergo rearrangement. The formation of rearranged product is a trouble or nuisance in the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. It is overcome by the acylation reaction. I will explain at the time of explaining the acylation reaction. So, this is another evidence. And there are a few more evidences which are coming from the mechanistic study. See, the alkyl cation can be produced from other compounds also. For example, if an alcohol is treated with a Lewis acid catalyst AlX3 in presence under acidic conditions H plus, under acidic conditions an alcohol can be used and or H plus water molecule will go out and you will get R plus. So alcohols are also able to produce the alkyl cations, primary alcohols especially. They are also able to produce alkyl cations, and these alcohols, when they are treated with a Lewis acid catalyst in presence of over benzene, then the aromatic ring is alkylated. This is one additional reaction for Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. There is another reaction. Aromatic compounds are also alkylated when they are treated with olefins in presence of Lewis acid catalyst. So, we get the products like this, CH2, CH3. Olefins are also used. How the olefins are used? See, olefins, over the olefins, the aromatic compound adds and you are getting a intermediate. This is facilitated by the Lewis acid catalyst AlX3. So, from that you are getting a alkylated olefin. So that is also a clear-cut evidence. If you consider the olefin as a substrate, then it is addition of a C6H5H over carbon-carbon double bond. If you consider the aromatic part, it is electrophilic substitution. Electrophile is generated. So the phenyl ring and the hydrogen of the phenyl ring adds over the carbon-carbon double bond, and in the process in the first hydrogen is transferred, H plus is transferred. See, let us see how H plus is transferred to the carbon-carbon double bond. This is your carbon-carbon double bond. H plus, if it is transferred to this carbon, then what happens? For this transfer, this ring should open. The double bond should open. So, you have H plus, if it is transferred, it should have a minus charge. So the pi electrons are shifted. So you have a hydrogen, and here you have a positive charge because of the shifting of pi electron. So this end acts as the electrophile. This happens in presence of a Lewis acid. The Lewis acid is acting as a catalyst. It is facilitating. So this one acts as the attacking species. This end. Now the aromatic ring, it gets attached. So electrophilic substitution has taken place. Hydrogen is replaced by a olefin part, and as a result you are getting this product. This is the final product. So these two reactions, the occurrence of these two reactions is also a main evidence for the mechanism of Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. In addition to these reactions, There are other reactions also. See, the alkyl halides also differ in their reactivity. Alkyl halides differ in their reactivity from fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. The reactivity increases in this order. Fluorine is found to be, suppose if it is a fluorine substituted alkyl halide, fluorine is found to be less reactive. Fluorinated alkyl compounds are found to be less reactive. And this observation is also made when we study about the reactivity of the alkyl halides over aromatic compounds. This is also possible. And further, there are a few more evidences or few more reactions. See, the main advantage of this Friedel-Crafts alkylation that can also be considered as a evidence is cyclization reactions. See, suppose you take a compound like this, a aromatic compound having, see, a halide X or chlorine, whatever it may be. If this compound is treated with a Lewis acid catalyst, then what happens? Here you have this is an aromatic ring, here you have a alkyl halide, FeX3, it will produce a alkyl cation. So there will be internal attack, and as a result you will get a product like this. See, what is the name of this product? It is your tetraline. So formation of tetraline from phenyl N-propyl halide, phenyl N-propyl halide proves that, phenyl N-butyl halide, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you should have another CH2 group. Phenyl N-butyl halide. Internal attack takes place and it gives you tetraline. So formation of this tetraline is an evidence for the aromatic electrophilic substitution mechanism that is taking place in Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, and this also explains the synthetic utility of the reaction, Friedel-Crafts reaction. You are able to synthesize alkylated aromatic compounds. Cyclization is also possible through Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. A modification of this reaction is also given in Jerry March, Advanced Reaction, Organic Chemistry, Reactions and Mechanisms by Jerry March. See, you have a product like this, compound like this, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH3X. If such a compound is treated with benzene in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, then what happens? See, you get the dimethyl tetraline. Methyl group is over the first carbon. So this is your dimethyl tetraline. The formation of this product is also given as a reaction. So I have explained how the attacking species is formed in this reaction. See, if it is a alkyl halide, then alkyl halides reacts with Lewis acid catalyst to give you the alkyl cation. The alkyl cation attacks over the aromatic ring in a slow manner to give you the sigma complex or valent intermediate. In the fast step, the H plus is thrown out and you are getting the substituted compound. The same reaction is also possible with alcohols. Alcohols also produce alkyl cations in presence of Lewis acid under acidic conditions. See, this is how the electrophile is produced. And the same mechanism is also possible, same reaction is also possible when aromatic compounds are treated with a olefin in presence of Lewis acid catalyst. So in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, see how a olefin or a carbon-carbon double bond is converted into a electrophile. Now this electrophile can attack over the aromatic ring to produce the same reaction. You will get ethyl benzene as the product. There are a few more mechanistic aspects which can be considered as evidence. Halides, they differ in their reactivity, and we saw how the alkyl halides are undergoing rearrangement. Because of the rearrangement, you are getting the rearranged product. It is possible only if alkyl cations are produced. N-propyl cation can rearrange to isopropyl cation. The isopropyl cation is produced in the reaction medium. This can also act as the attacking species. Because of that, you are getting isopropyl benzene. You get the isopropyl benzene as the product because of the rearrangement of alkyl cations, N-alkyl cations, and also because of this mechanism. So from that, we clearly say that the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction is taking place through aromatic electrophilic substitution mechanism, that is arenium ion mechanism. Once again I repeat, it is taking place through the arenium ion mechanism. Now let us come to the acylation reaction. What is meant by acylation? How acylation takes place? See, in acylation reaction, the aromatic compound is simply treated with a acid halide RCOX. How this acid halide can be produced, let us see. There are various ways by which the acid halides can be produced. If it is treated in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, then you are getting the acylated product. So a ketone, aromatic compound is acylated, so a ketone is obtained as the product. How this acyl halide can be produced? First, let us see. See, acyl halides can be produced from various compounds, carboxylic acids, RCOOH. Carboxylic acid, if they are treated with a reagent, namely phosphorus pentachloride, PCl5, they will give you the acid halide. RCO, acyl halide or acid chloride, acid halide. Here it is PCl5. We have taken PCl5, that is why it is acyl chloride. PCl5 is most effective in converting the carboxylic acids into acid chlorides. Acid anhydrides can also be used. What is the acid anhydride? Carboxylic acid anhydrides. See, if they are treated, two equivalents, it will give you two equivalents of acid chlorides. So carboxylic acids are effectively used for the production of acyl halides. Carboxylic acid anhydrides are also used. So anyone, whatever it may be, how the electrophile is generated, let us see. See, RCOX. The acyl halide, if it is treated with the Lewis acid catalyst AlX3, then the X goes to the positive charge is here, AlX4 minus. So the carbonyl carbon bears the positive charge, acyl carbon. Now it can act as a electrophile. In some cases, suppose it is also a possibility that the R acyl halide and the Lewis acid, they may form a complex dot lines because it is a complex X. So here you have the positive charge and here you have the minus charge. Now this positive charge end, polarized end, can also act as a electrophile, whatever it may be. How the mechanism takes place? As usual, the mechanism takes place in two steps. Step 1, see, it is a slow step. So benzene having a hydrogen like this, COR, acyl cation. If this one attacks over this carbon, then you get an intermediate like this. See? Positive charges over this carbon. As usual, if it is delocalized, then because of the delocalization, positive charge comes to this carbon. And you have COR. One more delocalization. Because of this delocalization, see, HCOR plus, and the resonance hybrid is this one, HCOR positive charge. So it is a slow step. The second step, the acylated intermediate loses the proton in a fast manner to give you, the keto compound. See, what is the evidence for the mechanism? As usual, we have the kinetic isotopic studies. The kinetic isotopic studies, you can find the details. I need not repeat once again. If the hydrogen is replaced by a deuterium atom, then there is no difference in the rate of the second step. If this hydrogen is replaced by deuterium. See, for your understanding, once again I am explaining. If you have deuterium in this place, this intermediate and this intermediate will differ in the rate of the reaction if the second step is not the fast step, if it is a slow step. But there is no difference in the rate of the reaction. Hydrogen or deuterium, both are lost quickly in a fast manner. That means the reaction is taking place according to this mechanism. Rhenium ion mechanism is taking place according to this mechanism. You have the sigma complex or valent intermediate that is formed. So the first evidence comes from kinetic studies. Second evidence comes from the isolation of the intermediate. The intermediates can be isolated. And we have a few more aspects of this reaction. We can make a comparison with Prudhoe-Crafts alkylation. What are the advantages of Prudhoe-Crafts alkylation over acylation? We can make a comparison. See, we saw a limitation or a side effect or an unwanted effect in the Prudhoe-Crafts alkylation reaction. What is that? If you use N-alkyl halides, then the N-alkyl halides undergo rearrangement when they are transferred or when they are converted into the carbocation. The N-alkyl carbocation are susceptible to undergo rearrangement and you are getting the rearranged product. That is also an evidence, but the formation of the product is unwanted. Your aim is to produce N-propyl benzene, but you are synthesizing isopropyl benzene. That will be an impurity. In some cases, the rearranged product will be a major product. So, the reaction becomes useless. In such cases, what is done? See, the same reaction, namely N-propyl benzene, can be prepared by treating benzene with CH3, CH2COX, the acid halide that is prepared from propanoic acid. What is the formula for propanoic acid? CH3CH2COOH. If it is treated with PX5, then it will give you the acyl halide like this. CH3CH2COX. Propanoyl halide. So, CH3CH2COX. If this is acylated, if it is treated in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, then the product is this one, COCH2CH3. So, there is no rearrangement for the acyl cation. N-propyl cation undergoes rearrangement and you are getting isopropyl benzene as the product. Here this product, ethyl phenyl ketone, this is ethyl phenyl ketone is obtained without any rearrangement. Now, if this ethyl phenyl ketone is reduced, then you are getting N-propyl benzene as the major product. So, this product is obtained 100% pure without any impurity, without any rearrangement. There is no formation of isopropyl benzene. So, formation of N-propyl benzene to an extent of 100% because of the absence of any rearrangement of the acyl cation that is obtained from propanoic acid or propanoyl halide in presence of Lewis acid. So, in this way, the limitations of Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction are overcome by acylation reaction. So, Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction is useful to some extent when compared to the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction in synthetic organic chemistry. They are used in the alkylation of aromatic compounds. Many aromatic compounds are alkylated easily. Acylated, the compounds are also acylated, and the acylated product can undergo further reaction. So, the acylated products are having a carbonyl group. Over the carbonyl group, you can build up the carbon chain further by employing various reactions. So, the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction is highly useful. Acylation is also highly useful in synthetic organic chemistry. So, in the synthesis of aryl alkyl hydrocarbon backbones, the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reactions are highly useful, and because of this reaction only, the Americans are able to synthesize detergents, and by keeping it through as a secret through the patent right, they produced a lot of revenue, and this reaction is very important in the economy of the United States around 1970s or 80s. So, let us see a few more aspects of this Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. See, we saw that the Friedel-Crafts alkylation can be used for cyclization. The same thing is also possible. The Friedel-Crafts acylation can also be used for cyclization. Very simple. CH2CH2COX. Suppose if such a compound is used, if it is treated with a Lewis acid catalyst, it will be, here you have the acyl cation. If X is taken by the Lewis acid, so the acyl cation will produce an internal attack and you will get a product like this. A 5-membered ring is obtained. Similarly, you can also produce a 6-membered ring. So, In this way, a 5-membered ring or 6-membered ring that is attached to a aromatic compound can be synthesized. So in this way, the reaction is very important. The reaction is used especially in the ring closure reactions. This is a ring closure reaction. So, in the Viva OC, someone asks you, what's the significance of these Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation reaction? You have to immediately tell. The Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation are highly useful in ring closure reactions. Similarly, see, we can synthesize many compounds also. Larger size compounds can also be synthesized. For example, you have a compound like this. See, it is a phenyl system. We can say it is a diphenylamine. Suppose here if you have a carboxylic acid, COOH. See, this Friedel-Crafts alkylation is also brought by a mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid also. Acid halide in presence of or under acidic conditions in presence of sulfuric acid. In presence of sulfuric acid. So, in presence of sulfuric acid, suppose if this compound is treated, then what happens, you are getting a product like this, the cyclized product. CONH. This reaction is a reported reaction. So, this name of the compound is acridone. So, compounds like this acridone, bicyclic, tricyclic compounds are also used. We are using a low dilution technique. So, if you use a low dilution technique, then based on this, we are able to synthesize a tricyclic and bicyclic compounds. So many fused ring compounds can be synthesized using Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. See, I give one more example. Carboxylic acid anhydrides can also be used. For example, succinic acid, CH2COOH. This can be converted to succinyl chloride or halide. Succinic acid anhydride. Anhydride is very simple. See, succinic acid anhydride. This is the anhydride of succinic acid. Whatever it be, both this is also capable of giving you the succinyl halide. So, if the succinic acid anhydride is treated in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst, what happens? So, the reaction is this one first. CH2, COCl. Now, if this is reduced, then you get the reduced product where the CO group is reduced, COCl. If this is again treated with a Lewis acid catalyst, then you are getting the cyclized ketone. If you want, you can reduce to produce tetraene, or you can keep it as such. So, such reactions are possible. So, from this, it is clearly understood that the Friedel-Crafts alkylation and acylation are taking place through aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. Several examples are given. I once again request you to purchase the textbook Advanced Organic Chemistry by J. March. Dear students, you are spending lot of money over your dresses, cell phones, everything. When compared to those expenses, if you spend some money on the purchase of books, that is also a worth expense. That is also a essential expense. So I encourage you to buy a book, namely Advanced Organic Chemistry by Jerry March, 6th edition, latest edition. If you buy this book, then you can make use of it for the 3 semesters in your MSc chemistry study, and later on you can use it also in your future. Suppose if you go for, after the completion of B.Ed, if you go for the TRB, SLET, state level eligibility test, or whatever may be the competitive examination, the book will be useful. You can purchase this book. It is worth purchasing. The cost will come around some 600 or 700 rupees. You can purchase it through online also. Now you are all at home. You are listening to the video classes, but at the same time, you have plenty of leisure also. After listening to the video classes, you can read the books also. You need not come to the college because of the corona pandemic. So by sitting at home, you can purchase. If you have the book, you can read. If you purchase and if you have the book, you can read the book at home. So this is the right time for you to purchase the book. Boys, in the next class, we shall see the main aspect of the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. See, so far I have discussed 4 reactions. First, I discussed the mechanism of aromatic electrophilic substitution in general. We saw the evidences. We saw 4 reactions, namely nitration, halogenation, Friedel-Crafts, alkylation and acylation. The reason for discussing all these reactions is that you have studied all these reactions in your UG class itself. We have a few more reactions also, and a few new reactions will be discussed after discussing some important aspects of the aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. What are those important aspects? See, so far we have discussed aromatic electrophilic substitution over a plain molecule, namely benzene. It is not substituted. See, if the benzene is substituted, for example, instead of benzene, if you take a substituted compound, substituted with Y, how it is attacked by the electrophile X plus. So the attack of the electrophile now depends on the substituent that is present already in the phenyl ring Y, and also it depends on the nature of the electrophile or the reactivity of the electrophile. See, nature of Y, it directs, it gives some command, it gives some instructions. How it gives? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the 6 carbons in benzene are identical. But if you put substituent Y, then let us count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Carbon 1 bears the substituent. Then look at the structure. 2 and 6, they are identical. 3 and 5, they are identical. and 4 is different with reference to the position of Y. And some of you may remember that the 2 and 6 positions are the ortho positions. 3 and 5 are the meta positions in a mono-substituted aromatic compound. And position number 4 is your para position. So, when a benzene molecule is substituted, then if it is mono-substituted, then we have 3 different positions. We have 2 ortho positions, 2 and 6, 2 meta positions, 3 and 5, and 1 para position. And also I said X plus is the electrophile. It also differs in its reactivity. Suppose X plus electrophile is highly reactive. Question arises whether it will go to the ortho position, meta position, or para position. It depends on the nature of Y. So Y will give you the direction. X plus, you go to this place. So this is called as the orientation due to Y. And X plus, it differs in its reactivity. Because of Y also, the aromatic compound also differs in its reactivity. So the reactivity also plays an important role. So the next aspect is the formation of the product in a mono-substituted aromatic compound by the electrophilic attack depends on the orientation and reactivity of the substrate and the attacking species. So in the next class, we are going to discuss about the orientation and reactivity of aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. Orientation and reactivity in aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. So don't miss the next class. It is very important. We are going to discuss about the orientation and reactivity. See, by orientation and reactivity, I mean this one only. See, benzene, if it is mono-substituted, then toluene. Suppose instead of methyl group, if you have a nitro group, it is nitrobenzene. Some of you may not remember the names. Suppose if it is an offline class, if I ask the students to tell the names, they will struggle. So that is the level of our students after the completion of BSc chemistry degree. What is the name of this compound? It is toluene. Toluene, nitrobenzene. I can give one more example. Phenols. One more example. What's the name of this compound? NH2 group. This is your aniline. So you have different compounds. Aniline is there, phenol is there, nitrobenzene, toluene. Where the group Y varies. So depending on the group Y, we get different products. And it also depends on the attacking species, whether it is nitration reaction, halogenation reaction, perhaps alkylation or acylation. So all these aspects are going to be discussed by me in the next class through the orientation and reactivity. So please try to attend the next class and listen carefully. Take the notes also when you are listening the lecture. Write down the equations, write down the structures that is produced by me. In the next class, we shall see the orientation and reactivity of the aromatic compounds. I wish you a happy Diwali.